This is Jackie Helvey, and I'm here in southern Carborough with Ryan Miani.
Perfect.
Ryan is a hip-hop star who just got back from a tour, and he's going to tell us not only about the tour in a little bit. I want him to first tell us how he got interested in hip-hop.
I loved hip hop ever since I was a kid. My dad is a jazz musician. He worked in the music department here, and I never really picked up an instrument, but at high school parties and stuff, I would always freestyle and rap. And I went home and told my dad, like, hey, I know I can't play an instrument, but everyone kind of goes crazy when I do these freestyles at parties and stuff. And like the next week, he had set up a whole studio in my bedroom for me.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and like all the rappers at school would come perform at my house when I was in high school, and I was selling my CDs for $5 at school. And
wow, you were a young entrepreneur.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I was in a group called Endless Mike with a guy named Stuart Bell and my buddy Peter Lewis, and eventually linked up with another producer named David, who went by D's. And yeah, we kept it going all into college. We released our first few records on Trekkie Records. I don't know if you remember Trekkie Records from back in the day. It's a record label that started at out of Chapel Hill High School.
Oh,
And they're
cool.
all still heavy into the music game. They run, they manage Sylvan Esso and all those guys. A bunch of other really cool bands. Yeah. That's Martin Anderson and Will Hackney and those guys.
So now, but when we were talking before, you were talking about a middle school teacher who, was it a middle school teacher?
No, that was actually
influence?
a high school teacher.
High school.
He was the assistant principal, Mervyn Jenkins. He was the guy I would have to go to when I would get in trouble at school. But he was actually an awesome MC. At every school function, he would freestyle, and kids would throw him words, and he would throw them into different raps.
So he was kind of inspirational to you.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, I remember one day he called my name over the intercom as if I was in trouble, and we had just released a CD, and when I walked in, he was like, "Shh, don't say anything." He was on speakerphone with I wonder if this guy even remembers this, with DJ Eclipse, but DJ Eclipse was part of like a whole bunch of hip hop groups that I really loved, and I was just like a big fan of him. And he wanted me to get like an honest opinion from somebody who didn't know that I was listening.
Right.
And I remember like I thought we had the best record ever made as like a 15-year-old kid, 16-year-old, and he was like, "Hey, what'd you think of my student's record that I sent you?" And he was like, "Oh, the raps are okay, but the sound quality is terrible, and the beats, I don't know about them or whatever," and just like gave me like a real honest opinion. And he was always like that with me. He was always honest about whether he liked what I was doing.
Well, that's how you get better, by learning what you're doing wrong.
Yeah,
you know.
for sure. And yeah, he's been like an incredible supporter and mentor for me for forever. I still talk to him often. He's on my one of my records called Blue, an album by Ryan. He does a feature verse on it.
Oh, that's cool.
He's still doing his thing, yeah.
Now, your stage name is Saul Good, right? And what's the name of your band? The Part-Time Cooks?
Yeah.
I love that, because just about every musician I know
Also
either works in a kitchen or has worked in a kitchen, you know?
Yeah, the name didn't actually come from enjoying to cook, even though I'm kind of nice in the kitchen. But it started because I met my buddy Black Moss in Korea, and we kind of had a similar story. He was an artist in South Africa, and I was a musician before I moved to Korea, but I didn't really hadn't planned on like keeping up with it. I had kind of like given up on doing music.
And you went to Korea to teach English, right?
Yeah, like right after I graduated college. I went there planning on just being there for a year, and I ended up staying for 12 years.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. But the reason we called ourselves Part-Time Cooks is because he and I met at a party and just sort of freestyled and hit it off, and we started making music at my apartment in Seoul on the weekends. But he lived like kind of out in the country, like a couple hours outside of Seoul. So we were kind of planning on just like making music together part time on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I get it.
that's why we call
Yeah.
ourselves part time cooks. But we both also like to cook, so
Mm-hmm.
it worked. And I kind of used that when I would be in like commercials and stuff like that in Korea. I would always try to get the roles that like had something to do with food.
Right.
The service industry. Just to sort
And
of
you
play off
just
the name.
went back to Korea, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came back like just about a month ago.
Uh-huh. How'd that go?
It was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
They love you over there, don't they?
It's pretty fun. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I still have like a lot of friends over there that are like family. You know, because a lot of the expat community that's over there. A lot of people stay for a really long time, and you kind of actually become one another's family
Mm-hmm.
when your real family's back home. Especially
Right.
when you don't make it back for every holiday. You know.
Yeah.
Like all my buddies over there, like every birthday, we all like pool together a bunch of money and buy tons of gifts for one
Oh,
another.
that's nice.
Yeah, but yeah, I went there for like 2 months. It was great. I did 10 shows in Tokyo and Seoul and Busan, South Korea.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And now you're back here and you're forming a new band, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a bit. I mean, I don't know if I'll always perform with them, but yeah, I decided. You know, I just did all the shows on this last tour, basically.
Part-time band.
Part-time band. I need a part-time band. All the shows that I did on this like last tour is just me and a DJ playing like the backing tracks.
Oh.
But I really want to make like this is gonna be like my first album release that I've done here like since I was a kid. So I kind of wanted to do something special for like my first big show back here.
Right.
And so yeah, my brother is helping me get together a group of people. It's to be announced, but my brother, who's like an awesome jazz drummer and session drummer here, is going to be the MD musical director.
What's his name?
For it. TJ Miani.
Okay.
Yeah, he plays with a lot of bands around town and does a lot of jazz gigs in town. He and my father do a jam thing at Corpse Reviver in Durham every Thursday. My dad and my brother play together often.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're both awesome musicians. But yeah, my brother's helping me get together a band, and we're gonna like get all the songs from my newest record that I'm probably gonna release in about a month and a half,
Mm-hmm.
and also like work on adding some elements to some of my previously released things.
Oh, cool. That sounds great.
And I'm really, really excited about it.
So now, when do you look for the band album to, if everything goes all right? Are you looking at the fall or?
When I'm gonna do the show?
Mm-hmm.
I want to do it soon. I want to try to. I'm actually, after I leave here today, going to like pick out the set list and start sending it out to the people that are going to play. I'd like to get the album out as soon as possible, like a month and a half, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure that I have the show totally set up first.
Right, right, yeah.
But the record is already mixed and mastered and completely
Oh,
done.
wow.
I already began like giving it out in Korea. So it's like I did a pre-release thing while I was over there. But I'm waiting to start selling it and put it and get it distributed here until I do the show.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Well, it's so good to see you, and I'm
You
glad
too.
to see you back in Carborough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so good to see you too.
Well, good luck with the album. I know it'll be great.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.